Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think this is us signing off in the year and we are doing it with a Q&A. Okay, we're doing it a Q&A. If you're new here, my name is Kindness. I am a Nigerian professional who lives in Lithuania. Today we are doing our final 23 Q&A. I've gotten so many questions and I just want to address it in this channel. Please subscribe if you're new because we are stepping into a new season, we are finishing strong, but 2024 is going to be a banger, okay? I have today certain number of questions that I've gotten and I'll be answering it with my husband basically. So he's literally in the background. He'll be reading out the questions and I'll answer it. So this is gonna be a chill video. I'll give you all the answers, all the tea. I literally got so many questions and I didn't want to overcomplicate it. So let's just answer as much as we can as a final sign off for 2023. Okay, so let's get right into the video, babe.
All right, first question.
Yeah.
What is the success rate of obtaining a tourist visa for Lithuania?
I think it depends on the person that is applying, really. Like, make sure that your information that you're providing is legit. Make sure that you have enough proof of funds. Make sure that everything you said they say in that document in your application is true. The only thing though is that tourist visa, you have to go to another country now to apply, which is like any country that has Lithuanian embassy. As we don't have embassy in, for example, Nigeria. So that might be, and Lithuania doesn't have embassies in so many countries of the world, right? So it's going to be very difficult for you. It might be difficult for you to go through the getting visa to go to the country where you need to apply for visa to come to Lithuania. So in that case, I would say maybe consider as well getting like a Schengen visa, because other countries in Europe you will still get a visa that allows you to come to Lithuania. So I would absolutely say it depends on the person that is applying. Schengen visa would also bring you to Lithuania, so just be aware of that.
Question number 2. Do I need to write an itinerary letter explaining how I plan to spend my visit on a tourist visa?
When you're making your application, there is information there that literally asks you like, what are you going to do? So yeah, a very simple basic information. I'm going to Lithuania. I would like to visit the city center. I would like to visit Klaipeda. Just mention maybe like top places that you like to go in Lithuania or any other country that you want to visit for your tourist visa. But yeah, it shouldn't be there's nothing complicated, just basic information, where you're going, any landmark sites that you want to visit, and just mention it there.
Question number 3. Is it advisable to travel to Lithuania with children on a tourist visa and seek employment? What is the procedure, and do tourists need to legalize their documents?
Okay, those are like 3 questions. So let me start with the last one. Do tourists need to legalize the document? Before you come to Lithuania, you already have to legalize those documents before you even come, right? So it depends on what documents are you talking about here, right? But if it's, for example, your educational document, you have to do that before you even come to Lithuania. What is the second part of the question?
What are the procedures?
So the first one is
it advisable to travel to Lithuania with children on a tourist visa?
No. It is not advisable to travel with Lithuania on tourist visa and seek employment and stay here. Like, you're just putting your children at risk and literally too much mental strain. That's how I would say. So either I would recommend in this case, keep your kids at home, wherever country you're coming from, then seek employment. Like, literally, I just made a recent video now about how to get a job in Lithuania. So please watch that video, see how you can actually get a job, then move to Lithuania. Because right now, since July 2023, Lithuania does not offer extension visa. So if your tourist visa expires in Lithuania, they will not allow you to stay in Lithuania to get your work permit, so to get your next visa. So basically they will ask you to go back to your country till your visa is out, then you can come back to Lithuania. They are not offering any extension visas anymore, so you can come to Lithuania on tourist visa just to see what the country looks like. Actually see, would you like to live in Lithuania with your kids? Do that, and then when you get a job, then migrate your kids to Lithuania, but don't move them with yourself and everything. For me, in this case, it's quite stressful. When you ask for my opinion, I think it's quite stressful. Just get a job first, move to Lithuania, then move your kids later on.
All right, next question. What is the cost of living in Lithuania, and are schools in English?
You'll find schools that have English studies. So yeah, check study.in.lt and you find all the schools that have courses in English. You see what courses they have and the English, the languages that are taught in, they will be taught in. What is the first question in that question?
What's the cost of living?
The cost of living, guys, I have a couple of videos about cost of living in Lithuania. It's not that affordable anymore. Lithuania, we are in competition now. We are in a good cost living expenses as, for example, Germany and other countries in Europe. So it's not that cheap. It depends again on the individual, but around 1,000, 1,500, you should be steady to go if you're working and you have someone living with you.
This one is a quick one. Are there opportunities for Pakistani people to work and grow in Lithuania?
Absolutely, the opportunities for everybody. I don't think that Lithuania, we are discriminating against any nationality. So yes, you have opportunities. Again, I have a video about how to get a job in Lithuania, and that video applies to literally anyone from any country in the world. So please check it out, follow the steps, apply, and you get a job and you can move here and grow in Lithuania.
Can tourist visas in Lithuania be converted to work visas if a job is found?
This is quite a risky thing to do. Again, Lithuania does not offer extension visas anymore. So if you come to Lithuania and you get a job, it means that you need to get your visa, your tourist visa. You will not get like a possibility to extend it. So yes, but if, for example, you come to Lithuania, I would say probably already be applying for jobs before you come. Not when you come, you start looking for a job, because it's not that easy, okay? It's not that easy to come and get a job like randomly. It's not that easy. So please be looking for a job, and most of the time as well, when you get a job, the company needs to do like a work permit for you, and it's not the same as your visit visa. So that's the whole process. So just be mindful of that. I would say start applying for jobs before you come to Lithuania, and maybe when your visa is out, you're here for interview, right? Not that you're coming to start to look for a job. That's my recommendation here.
How early can one arrive in Lithuania before the university starts date?
Well, it would be nice if you can have arrived very early, yeah, but with the admission process and everything, it might mean that your visa might come out 1 week before your resumption date. So you can come 1 week, but nobody's gonna stop you, literally, as long as you have money to fend for your accommodation. Because if you're not a student yet, the university will not give you a dormitory place to stay, right? So as long as you have where to stay, you have your accommodation. If your visa comes out earlier and you want to come earlier, feel free to come earlier and start your life, get to know the place before your school starts.
Is there a tuition fee payment plan, or do you have to pay the full yearly fee in Lithuania?
You have to pay the full yearly fee. However, I mentioned this in my last Q&A, guys. Feel free to ask the school for a payment plan, right? Give them the reasons why you want this payment to be broken down. Maybe give them a reason, basically, but most of the time they want you to pay a semester fee. So semester is not the same as a year. Most of the time they want you to pay minimum excuse me, minimum of a semester fee. But if for any reason you cannot afford it right now, please write the school an email and explain to them the reasons why, and they might consider it.
How can I get in through the Schengen route and then obtain a study permit in Lithuania?
By applying for Schengen visa. If you want to go through France, you can get guys, look, there are 26, 28 countries in the Schengen zone, and all those countries, if you have their Schengen visa, if you have their visa, you'll be able to come to Lithuania. So if you want to do that, guys, you already, like I would say, start the application. Most of the universities here, which I do not recommend, again, what kind of study are you looking to? Are you just trying to get the Lithuanian visa, right? Because if you really want to study in Lithuania, then just apply for study visa, apply for studies from your country, get the school, get your visa and come to Lithuania, rather than going through the other route. Because do you really want to study? If you want to have a quality education, then go through the due process, make application, get your study visa, get all the processes before you come to Lithuania. But if you want to come, maybe you already have a Schengen visa somewhere, then I would say already research the schools that you want to go to, contact them before you come to Lithuania, and make sure that they can give you admission before you come here. Because again, Lithuania does not offer any more extension visas.
Next question.
Yeah.
What should one do when their country does not have a Lithuanian embassy for visa application?
Good question. If your country does not have a Lithuanian embassy, then you can go to other countries that have Lithuanian embassy. There is a list of countries that have it, and I'm going to list it, put them here. So please check them out, and you can go to any of them to apply for your visa, or also VFS centers that collect Lithuanian documentation for visa processing.
If applying for a student visa, do you apply for both the national visa and the temporary resident permit? And do you have to wait for the permit to fly to Lithuania?
Great question. So we did already answer this question with Emanuela in one of our videos that we did. So please check that out. But to give a brief information, you don't need visa and temporary residence permit. Lithuania, if you're coming to study here, if you're coming here for any full-term job, like studies, you don't need visas anymore. You need to apply for TROP instead. You need to apply for TROP instead, so you don't need a visa anymore. You don't need to do two, just TROP is enough. Okay, do you have to wait for the permit? So from my experience, from the information that I have right now, if you apply, for example, for your visa from India, Lithuania would process the visa. They probably do it here in Lithuania, and they send it back to India. So you pick it up from the same place that you applied.
All right, next question. Can you provide information on the admission date for the 2024 intakes in Lithuania?
Admission is currently on right now for people that would, so we have 2 intakes. We have February intake. Some universities do February intake and September intake. Most universities do only 1 intake, which is September. If you are currently looking to come to Lithuania in 2024 February, then admission is currently on, right? Not all the universities and some of the courses are not open for February, but for September, all the schools, most all the courses are open for September. So if you're looking to come September 2024, admissions for September will usually open in January, February. So keep an eye on studying on school websites and just make sure that you see, just make sure to keep track and see when they open admissions for 2024 September.
Can I bring my family, spouse and kids immediately as a master's student with temporary resident permit, or is there a waiting period?
At the moment, actually, this is very, very new information that master students can now bring their family in Lithuania. Would you be able to bring them all at the same time? That would be, do you have enough funds in your account to bring them? Okay, that's the question here. Would you be able to bring them? Do you have enough funds? Because those are literally the things that guarantee you to be able to bring a family. So it absolutely depends on you. Would Lithuania give you visa? Again, this is something that you would have to think about, because how can they guarantee, like, you're coming to study and now you want to bring all your family? Would they approve it? So don't go and shoot yourself in the leg. I would say come first, secure your place, sit around, get acquainted with your university, then bring your family. But here, if you see that you have enough funds, you can afford that, go ahead and apply. But there is no sure way that they might guarantee, because they might think, are you really coming here to study or you're bringing your family? So think wisely.
Regarding the Lithuania student visa process, is a high school leaving certificate necessary? And
Of
can
course.
the application be submitted before receiving it?
Guys, your high school, your WAEC is necessary for you to make application to come to Lithuania. Otherwise, how would they know that you finished high school? How would they guarantee that you're qualified for a bachelor's degree, to enter a bachelor's degree program? Yes, your WAEC is absolutely, or your WAEC or your high school diploma equivalent in any country, it's absolutely important. And yes, you must submit it to Lithuania. Can you do it after? Can you do it? Can you apply before you? Your admission might be pending. I don't think that you can apply without having that, unless you have a transcript. So if your school can give you a transcript, but then it will be conditional admission until you can provide your actual WAEC, and then they'll be able to enroll you fully to this university. So yeah, but feel free, always make sure that you contact the university, because so many universities, you'll be surprised, they don't have the same process as all other universities. So whichever university you choose, if you encounter something that you might want to have an exception, always write the university to ask questions, and you will see sometimes they make an exception for you.
When applying for a Lithuanian visa, do I need to scan all pages of my passport, even if it consists of 2-3 passports put together?
If you're using, I would say scan all the passports with the number of the passport that you're submitting, scan all of it. If you have 3 to 4 passports, they are not checking all those other passports. They are checking your current valid passport, right? So please scan all the passports that you're submitting to the immigration. If you're submitting 3 of them, then please scan all of them.
As a subscriber from Pakistan, can I manage a tuition fee of 3,000 for doing part-time jobs in Lithuania?
Can you manage a tuition fee of 3,000 doing part-time jobs? It depends on the part-time jobs. I know that people that work, for example, Bolt and World Food, they actually make around that amount, 2 to 3 months, right? And usually your semester is, again, 3 to 4 months. But then it means that you need to be spending a lot of time doing that job. So again, it depends on your capacity and how much dedication you want to have in school, but it will be possible. Also, you know that students now are allowed to work full-time in Lithuania. So if you're doing a full-time job, you might also be able to cover that amount, saying that your studies are not paid monthly. They're not paid monthly. So you might be, it will be very, very strenuous for you, but you might be able to do that when you're doing multiple jobs.
What is the process for legalizing documents used in applying to Lithuanian universities, and is it necessary to write IELTS?
It's not necessary to write IELTS if you are coming from an English-speaking country and your recent degree is in English. You will not need to write that, okay? But if you are coming from a country that does not speak English, then yes, you will need to write IELTS, okay? And the first part of that question was
process for legalizing documents.
Guys, we have a video again with Manuela. Depending on the country you're coming from, it might be different, but yes, you will need to legalize your educational documents and your other documents in your country. So look at the countries from your own country. Look at the organizations or bodies that legalize documents. So that's where you take your documents to be legalized. But yes, you need to legalize certain documents like your school certificate, your bachelor's, or your bank statement. You need to legalize all those ones before you come to Lithuania. Yeah. So that's the amount of questions that we can take for this video, guys. I just wanted to make a final Q&A as we close off 2023, and I really just want to say thank you to every single one of you. Like, I feel so honored, so blessed, so grateful for every single one. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the subscribers. I think by the time you're watching this video, already 7,000 subscribers. So thank you to 7,000 of you. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, shared my videos. Thank you so much. Please continue to like, continue to subscribe, continue to share this video. And we are coming to the end of 2023, so I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'm praying that the best, literally the best, awaits us in 2024. That's my prayer. It's been long I prayed on this channel, but I'm blessing every single one of you. I pray that God will protect you, that God will provide for you, that God will make a way for you, that He will show you that He's mighty, and that He sees you and He covers you through every journey that you're on. I pray that God would, guide you and bless you in all that you do, and He will help you make better decisions for your life, that you go to the right place and be at the right place at the right time, in Jesus' name. Guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful end of year, and I'll see you in 2024. I'll see you 2024. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful last few days of 2023. Bye, guys.